What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a beautiful morning, afternoon with some Guilty Gear XRD Revelator to action here at Texas Showdown 2025. I'm the one and only guy with good vibes and good rhymes. It's Kuomoko time, and I'm joined by the one and only Salt Shaker, a.k.a. Salt Boy. Let them people know what you're about, my mans.
Well, commentating here, Guilty Gear XRD, Revelator 2, like you said. And we're going to be seeing a lot of great matches coming right up pretty soon here. It's going to be the first XRD stream of the weekend, so hopefully y'all are excited because I know I am, especially when it comes to XRD here in Houston and in Texas in general. So much great competition.
Texas has such a very deep XR scene, if I'm not mistaken. I've been told that many times, and a lot of XR players have been looking forward for this tournament for quite some time now. We already got the online scenes running around, of course. We got the likes of the Houston FGC scene with constant showing for Guilty Gear XR locally. You guys got Sauce Saturday, of course. I'm sure they show up for XR. Dallas has a lot of XR players as well, and San Antonio. So everyone just finally decided to huddle up together and get themselves together and play some matches. And I'm looking forward to these good matches too, because if this music isn't one thing, these matches are going to be another thing too. Like you're already getting geared up. You're already getting prepped. You got bracket demons running around too. Like, come on now, man.
Absolutely, and people are certainly huddling up for this bracket as well because we're at like 51 players. That is 8 up from last year.
That's a lot
8
of
up
players.
from last year. Like, how many games can you say grow in size without being updated?
Yeah. Well, speaking of growing in size, we got No Average Mitch and Snail on the screen right now. Johnny versus Chip Xana. It's going to be a bit of a rough matchup, mostly for Chip, because when Johnny gets started, it's hard to stop him. And Johnny, notoriously one of the many best characters in the game, likes of Omito, Old Texas Superior, who is also a Johnny player today, here with us. And we're seeing right now, Snail.
Absolutely, but if you're Chip, you don't really need a lot to get started either. You have fantastic movement, so you can get around a lot of these giant normals and specials that that Johnny will be tossing out here. And right now, Snail is pushing No Average Miss straight into the corner right there and just completely eliminating him. A really good performance from the Johnny, and I mean,
pretty good.
Right now it's just kind of really tough because if you're Chip, you have low health, right? Johnny has a lot of damage, and the fact that he can just fill up the screen and completely deny you so much space is going to be really hard for No Average Mitch to work around.
And Mitch is still trying to make it work, but right now we're taking a bunch of damage. Look at all that red. Got to stop the bleeding at some point here. Bruise on Johnny's abs or what, don't not matter. There's this YRC. YRC's so good in this game. There's a coin. Snail doing a wonderful job right now, keeping this Chip locked out of doing anything.
Absolutely. You always want to highlight the fact that Snail, as Johnny, is consistently getting these Y-hard knockdowns.
Yes.
A lot of times, if you're not careful, you're not going to be able to get those Y-hard knockdowns on a lot of different characters if your rooting is not on, not tight, because there's like micro adjustments you have to make for every single character in the cast when it comes to those combos.
And certain characters have certain weights and sizes that matters in their combos. Not to mention, you have to also keep in mind how normals work in this game, because sometimes hitboxes can be a little bit funky and a little bit wonky at days. But Johnny, thankfully, doesn't have to worry too much about that. So seeing we're going to get something wrong with the buttons for a moment there on No Average Mitch's side.
Yeah, that's a little rough. Game 1 already going to Snail. No Average Mitch, unfortunately, did not check the buttons beforehand. But hopefully, we can get a much closer second a game as we get right into it here.
Hopefully so now. So let's see how Snail starts us off this time, or maybe a different option from Mitch there. Nice 2D knockdown. J2K once again infamous.
Good luck so far. Oh, great misfinder coming in from Snail. That's going to be knocking out No Average Mitch into the corner, getting the OTG with the coin. We're at level 2. Gotta be very scared.
Johnny can pop out that misfinder, but right now he's got to worry about making sure Chip is staying locked in right now. Beautiful combo from Snail so far. 5 hits in. Mitch trying to escape right now. Catch him in the air. Good. Not going nowhere.
Great 2D into the dust. No Average Mitch going to bring Snail into the corner instead. Snail still has burst on the table if he chooses to use it. But right now, No Average Mitch is in critical condition. We don't have any meter. That's a whiff DP. And Snail is going to take full advantage of that. But the command grab comes in from No Average Mitch.
And we got the whiff super. Did Chip run into it? Nope. Didn't want to even take a chance of trying to go punish him. I understand. That recovered way too quick. That's why I'm taking that first round.
Yeah, very tough super to punish, even if it gets blocked.
With the command grab, it's all right. Average Mitch backing away right now. And he's just trying to figure out, where is the good point for me to go in? When do I get to, start my pressure on you, Johnny? I can't figure it out just yet. And it seems it might be right now, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it looks like it. No average Mitch doing a lot of like small packet damage to Snail right now, and it is adding up at the same time. No average Mitch is making some pretty bad mistakes, especially with those whiff DPs. That's giving Snail so much leeway because we're getting our full combos. And that's going to be a burst bait as Snail does not finish the combo. No average Mitch still alive, but no resources on hand, stuck in the corner against Johnny, and there's not a lot you can do in that position.
Nah, not a whole lot at all, especially with the likes of Johnny, right? He's got the likes of far slash, close slash, far H as well, right? Not to mention the misfinder, and if he so much has got a knockdown, he could have done Bakasai and got a guaranteed misfinder. We didn't see a lot of that here, but definitely Johnny has stuff like that in the back pocket at any given moment.
I think it was a little too scrambly to try and set up those situations.
It was.
So a lot of times Snail was just kind of playing towards chip speed rather than actually trying to
just let chip come to them and punish.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You're playing into him rather than kind of just setting the pace yourself.
Yeah. And setting the pace in the game like XRD, you got to have that, especially with Johnny on the screen.
Yeah, but if you're playing against a chip, I feel like you're always bending towards the chip in terms of the pace.
You can't help it. It's like he's running around my screen left and right. I want to catch you so bad. So I'm trying to catch you. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna just slowly stay back. I'm going to just stay back for right now. But it is what it is. They still took the win either way, and our good guy, No Average Mitch, is going to be sent down to the loser side of things. Not out for the count just got another few matches ahead of him. Hopefully get a pretty solid losers run. But Snail's going to be moving on further into the bracket today, and that's the most important part for them.
Yeah, Snail so far has been having a pretty darn good weekend, I would say, in all
much.
the games they've been playing. So always good to see Snail taking that first game, but it's only going to be getting harder from here. I saw the pools. I saw the players in there. We got KDAC, we got Ghost Bear, we got Autodidact, so you have your work cut out for you. And I believe, KDAC, Ghost Bear, Autodidact, I think that might just be like just one pool. That's
one pool. I know I saw Ultex Superior in another pool as well.
Yeah, that too.
Novak, not to mention. I'm trying to think of what other names that I've seen. I think Leo is also participating in this as well. Originally a pop player, decided to convert to the Soul Bad Guy train, and, well, that guy is having a wonderful time being the bad guy, I got to say.
Hey. If you're playing Soul Bad Guy over Potemkin, I think you're a pretty happy man.
He's definitely happy now, but he was like, well, I want XR3. I want my pot buffs. We're not getting no XR3. We're not. Unless you want to play Strive. Pot's pretty good in that game, I heard.
Do we count that as XR3?
Say it again.
Do we count that as XR3?
No, we're not going to count that as XR3.
Okay.
We're just going to count it as Strive.
Well, it's called Strive.
It's called Strive.
With Revelator 3, yeah, exactly. But, yeah, no, like you said, I'm actually really looking forward to seeing Novak later on. That's going to be a different flavor of chip, and I'm kind of silently rooting for Novak because he made his first top 8 here at Texas Showdown last year.
Oh, yeah, he sure did.
Making 7th place, and I'm hoping that Novak can make something similar to that, or even better this year. He's really been practicing the game, and I mean, he's also just recently compared to a lot of other people picked up the game.
And last year's previous winner was Ghost Bear, if I'm not mistaken, as well. If not the winner, they definitely.
I believe it was Lotus.
Oh, it was Lotus. Okay.
Lotus.
I was looking at the history, and I was like, did they not? I thought I saw them win.
Dude, Lotus is the king here. He's the king of Texas. He has
Lotus,
Texas under a steel grip.
Yes,
but
he does.
Lotus is not in attendance this year.
I know, and I was so sad to see that too. I was like, I'm expecting Lotus to show up. I want to see more Leos around because I like Leo. It's my guy right there. But then I heard that he wasn't going to show up. I was like, dang. Well, he'll be here next time, hopefully for sure. I definitely saw them at Frosty's, however, so that was a good time to see them play there. Yep. Played in the 2v2 tournament that they had as well. Was wondering if we could get something like that here at Texas Showdown, but I guess no one spoke up. It's all right. We'll get something started like that next time. But for right now, we got Soul Bad Guy and Milia Rage on the screen. Another speedy character.
Yeah, Milia, very speedy character and very snowbally as well. Gets that knockdown and then can kind of just start playing your own single-player game. But we'll see if Trumpet is able to do that, or James Trombone is going to be invading that server. Here we go. James Trombone already pushing Trumpet into the corner. But if you're Milia, you don't really care because he has so many movement options to get out and a great JH to kind of just keep James Trombone from away at bay.
Knockdown right there, unfortunately, for James Trombone. But it's all right. There's an air grab for Trumpet. He's got the ball coming out. He's trying to angle it correctly enough, but it's going off the screen. Nicely done with the bandit bringer. Going to carry us all the way over to the corner right now. James Trombone getting the hard knockdown here. He's going to see a gun flame. Yep. Block. And that's the thing about Soul. Very basic fundamental gameplay. Got the likes of the 6H right there, for example. 2S doing a lot of good job checking into neutral. YRC a gun flame.
James Trombone trying to jump out. Getting out of the corner. Tries to go for a 6H. Trumpet now has James Trombone with the back up against the wall. YRC to keep the pressure going.
Ooh, there's
Gold burst. You're filling that meter.
I want to see a DP so bad. I want to see it so bad. Come on, come on.
Picking up the pin into the 6K overhead. Trumpet can't kill here.
Not just yet. Hold on, wait. Okay, one more shot of life right now. You're going to burst? No.
Oh, never mind. You do kill.
Yeah. I'm surprised Lust Shaker worked right there. The more you find out.
Yeah, XR combos can be a little goofy sometimes, but in that moment, Trumpet knew their combo routing and was able to score a round from that. But even with that lead, James Trombone can easily make that not a lead anymore just because of the high damage that Soul can do, and already Trumpet is down a good amount of health.
Yep. And that J is going to definitely come in clutch for James front roam here a little bit. Barely any recovery on that button as well. Haven't even seen so much as a wild throw coming out of Soul yet, but it's kind of hard to want to land that after you haven't conditioned your opponent enough. And it seems like Trumpet is not conditioned enough. Still flying around the screen here, but blocking the Gunflame, staying trapped for just a little bit. Not enough, though.
2D Gunflame, Bandit Bringer.
Oh, no. It's okay. We take those.
Already a much more dominant round here going to James Trombone. Trumpet kind of just was not allowed to play the game and run their offense. But right now, I think that's exactly what we're going to be seeing. Oh, try to reset it to the dust, but James Trombone was not having it.
My mouth guy said, I've seen you go for that dust. I'm going to hit the quickest 2D of my life.
Smack in the air throw, get out of the air. This is a no-fly zone. James Trombone with these clean air tears and finally landing his wild throw after what, 5 attempts? 5
attempts and finally got it to. Unfortunately, didn't get a big enough combo for it, and it's all right. You still got some damage, and Millia will be going down. There's just a few more hits here, but right now, you got to lock this character down as per usual.
Yeah, but more importantly right now, you took Trumpet's burst, but also you took James's burst, and when you're playing the snowball character like Millia, we're constantly mixing them. Not having burst to get out of this pressure is going to be real tough. You got to make sure that you're guessing everything correctly. The winger coming in, are we going to be able to kill off of this one?
Maybe so. Let's see.
Lust Shaker.
Okay,
but even with the multi-hits, it was not able to Guts Crush, and James Trombone has that burst back. We have the meter, but the 6P on the ground is going to stuff James.
Oh, man, that was definitely good from James so far. I think they got an understanding of how Trumpet's rhythm might be going as far as movement, seeing a lot of that JH. But right now, I want to see a little more of that 2S come into play whenever they're grounded a little bit more. And just maybe a few more wake-up DPs could probably help them in certain situations. But it's going to be really tough because, again, once Millia has that disc set up, it's really annoying to try and fight back. And she's going through so many different options.
Honestly, I think James should save that burst for the mix-up instead of the combo. Millia does not do a lot of damage. You really just want to get out of any mix-up she gets off of those hard knockdowns.
And that's the most important part because, you know what, it's okay. It's okay.
That hurt me. That hurt me, man.
I know. I saw that. We're not gonna worry about that burst. Even I'm stuttering on the mic because that burst got me messed up.
Took a hair card right to the heart.
Oh my God! I've been there before and done that, but guess what? We're gonna try and come back from it.
Oh, I like the idea, but that was a smart double super jump coming in from Trumpet to basically make it over that fence.
Backing off right now, tried to go in, but unfortunately, Millia just too quick on the draw. James Trombone throwing out that JH a whole lot, but here's the thing. Even though it's got good recovery, you're still throwing out a button, so you're still in the process of potentially being counter-hit at any given moment.
2D, getting that hard knockdown into the JS, but unfortunately, that was a bit of an awkward hit, so wasn't able to get a combo. Gunflame setting up on the wall, setting up a wall on the ground. 6H going to get blocked, trying to take their turn back, but James Trombone going to deny that with the Banner Revolver.
Nice 6P, got enough there to get a stun and a full combo as well. Going to hold some mix for a minute. What's it going to be? 6K once again. That's the third time they got caught by it, maybe fourth.
Yeah, it feels like it's been working every single time, but there it is, the hair card coming in for the low, opening up James Trombone, spending that burst, getting out of that pressure, but now we're going to use that super disc to keep James Trombone locked down for a little bit longer in neutral.
Hold on, one more mix can do it right now. There's the Blitz finally coming out, trying to go for the 5D, not
but that was an even bigger burst coming in from Trumpet, getting out of that pressure. The DP coming out, going to beat the Bad Moon into the 2D, low, hard knockdown from the Banner Revolver into the wild throw. We have the meter.
And not to mention, Millia no longer has the install either, but they got a bunch of meter work. And goes for the 5K, the Bandit Bringer.
Oh, he tried to go for the 5D, but doesn't end up working.
Oh, my God. That was so close, so desperate.
Yeah, dude. I feel like if we cross-cut the DP, that would have caught.
That would have helped a lot.
I legitimately think it would have. But honestly, in that final moment, that was just really smart play from James. I really liked what he did there on the ground, where while Millia was up in the air, if you didn't catch it, I know it was really hard to catch. You couldn't see it. But basically what he did was Gunflame, Wire C, run to the other side. So basically the Gunflame is covering this side of the screen, while Soul is covering this side of the screen.
And that means the moment Millia tries to go away, you're just like, hey, I'm right here. You cannot escape from me. And that's very good planning, especially when you got the likes of a dash, right? Not just a step dash, a whole millimeter run that Soul can do. And that's pretty good in a game like this because characters with movement have a lot of, not even just viability, just a lot of options to go for. Like you just said, the Gunflame YRC, run to the other side of the screen. Kai can also kind of do the same thing, maybe throw out a projectile with Grinder the likes maybe of some sort. And just in case you escape, he's right there because you're not going anywhere. Got a bunch of different choices.
Yeah, and in a lot of cases, I feel like when it comes to XRD pressure, mid-screen especially is really hard to actually get Oki off of in a lot of situations without spending resources. So having, like you said, a dash to basically close that distance a lot faster really does help.
It does. It helps so much. And not to mention, you can also just go for a throw in case the mid-screen Oki isn't always working out. Like, you know, you got a bunch of different options to go for. It's just what character works, what character does it work for the best? Is the throw work that's there? Does a strong setup work out there? You know, which one is it going to be? But right now, we have the one and only Queen K-Dak coming up to the screen here with the beautiful Leo, of course, going up against our good resident kid here. Uni 2 player, as a matter of fact, coming over with the Fouls. It's going to be Fouls versus Leo.
Fouls versus Leo. I don't think this is a matchup Leo players really enjoy.
I don't enjoy this personally too much. Fouls has a pretty good bunch
Do you play
of
Leo?
buttons. Yes, I do.
Okay.
This is not a fun matchup for Leo. Leo wants to get in, wants to start pressure, wants to do left-right mix all the time. But the problem with that is Faust has pretty active and long-reaching buttons. Not to mention he has item toss, and it's always random as to what you get. I was playing with Ult Superior, who was just kind of subbing Faust yesterday, and man, the amount of BS that happened on our screen, I was like, I got hit there because I didn't see 2 bombs instead of the 1 bomb.
Yep.
I didn't know you had an oil rig right there next to me. Oh my God, yeah, it's gonna be
I'm
a
just
mess.
super disruptive. Faust is very much like a zoner character, so it's going to be pretty tough. We'll see how K-Dak can get around that, and smart usage of options like the fireballs at opportune moments, and also noticing the openings that Faust creates is going to be very important, especially like if he goes for the item toss. You know, he's going to be in a little bit of recovery, so you can take that time to start to approach.
Right, and Kay is no slouch, of course. She's been through this multiple times. She knows when to DP, she knows when to boom, and she's going to be making sure we see all of that right here, right now, as we step into round 1. Already with an air dash Tay or JK.
Yeah, and right now, if you're Faust, you don't really want to be put on the defensive already.
No, not at all.
Like, Faust does not have horrible defensive options, but against Leo, there's not really a lot you can do, but now we're in danger time, and it looks like K-Dak is going to be getting the most of it into the restand for the extra mix-up. The super comes out. We're going to chase him with the back turn stance, and that's going to be a fatal counter. Oh, no!
Unfortunately, the combo drop didn't realize it was going to not work right there. Probably thinking she had enough time during Mortal Time to make that happen, but it's all right. They still took the first round. That's what matters the most.
That was quick.
That was very, very quick. Kate will not let you get started. And like I said, she's been through this before. She's fought Faust many times, been in this scene for God knows how long.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Kid, if you're tossing those items, you also need to be making sure that you're adapting to those items. We got the Blitz War, but Kid has more meter.
Yep, and there was a heavy boom attempt from K-Dak right there, but unfortunately got stuffed out just a little bit right now. Still just missing territory, but there's a 6P.
That's on the other side. J2K getting the overhead.
And that back turn stance is scary from Leo. You don't want to be in that back turn stance facing that character at all. He's got the likes of back turn S disjointed and back turn H, but there's the item toss. Bomb is on the screen. Good job to just block it out. I understand.
Yeah, this is so tough right now. You can see K-Dak trying her best to set up these projectiles, but every single time getting interrupted by these bombs, by these weights, by these mini fouls, and that 6H will be closing it out.
And it's rougher for Leo, too, because they have a step dash, and they don't have the likes of a regular dash. They just have to go in with the likes of 236S, 236H, also 5K. You just got to do a lot more movement choices. But it still benefits because they have enough time to watch as Cade right now at the corner. Scott Kid on the ropes here. Beautiful judge block, but that risk is building up and you're about to get hit, and it's going to be the wrap for you.
So block. Great combo. Recognizing the spring. Kissing the bomb, not going to matter. Right now, K-Dak is going to be the one to win that Blitz War.
Oh, beautiful combo. Was able to get it just right. Perfectly spaced.
Restand, gold burst, Kid refilling on that meter, tossing out every single item. What is going on the screen right now?
And beautifully staying pace right now is going to confirm with the burst super and take home the first game of their set right now. Kate, both of them because they were like, what the hell was that?
It was like, pure chaos.
Know.
Yeah,
they know.
Kid went and hit the slots, and it looks like Kid did not win. Man, I saw all 6 of those items, and I don't really think we got very many good items there that was actually going to help out Kid. Now imagine if we got like 3 bombs and 3 hammers.
Oh my God! Imagine if we got a meteor somehow and all that. That's so rare to get for Faust too. You get regular meteors.
We've yet to see a meteor yet. Oh, we got the jackpot bomb.
I like the choice of back turn D right there. Wants to stay just a little bit invincible. Didn't want to take any damage.
Ooh, that's going to be rough.
Yes,
that's going to be a lot of damage. Great starter.
I think you're dead off of this, too. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was just laughing afterwards. It's like, this hurts, but I'm enjoying it.
Hey, he's definitely done worse.
He's done worse. In lore, he's definitely done worse.
All right, the bomb. And I like what Kadak did to rush in to avoid the bomb, but Kid recognizing what Kadak was going for.
Nice blocks. But that dark hole always comes through for Faust. It just causes so many problems. But right now, the only person causing problems is Cade on offense. Nice pressure.
Oh my God. Blocking it out, but gets hit by it again. And the hit confirms from Kadak is insane. Look at the amount of damage we got off that super alone. Straight to the restand. One more mix. Goldburst comes out. Oh, we're going to do it again. Yes, we will.
Yes,
Spin the slots.
Not done just yet. Got me to work with. And because they tried to go in, the bomb was still there. You see? Chaos on the screen. How could you see that bomb amongst all those different colors?
I saw the bomb.
Okay. You saw the bomb. I saw the bomb after it went off.
Oh, my God. Faust can be such a funny character sometimes.
Funny.
6 items out at once with the super, dude. I didn't even know what was going on at that point. And the funny thing was, Kadak did not know either. So Kadak was just literally sitting back, holding down back. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna wait until the flood is over.
Yes, and that was the best choice too, right? Because while you do have the option to flash kick out of those situations, in that situation, in those close times where he does throw item toss, just hold back.
Yeah, and it's also really tough if you're Faust. Like, that's not actually helping you very much because you don't know what's going on either. Like I said before, as Faust, you want to make sure that while you make your opponents adapt to the items, you also have to adapt to the items on the fly. And when you toss out 6 items at once, there's no way you can recognize every item on the field and know what to do. In that moment, that's exactly what we saw, where Kid did not know what to do and got hit by the bomb because they didn't see it.
And that's how it is sometimes. But either way, Kid's going to know this right now. They're also, and like I said, they're a Unity 2 player. They're just coming into XR. They're still learning this game, as a matter of fact. So shout outs to the beginner intermediate scene, of course, out here in Houston, Texas. Shout outs to Kai, Cade, and Leo for helping us run that scene and helping us stay alive and getting our XR history back. Because I got to say, it's been fun playing this game. I've been enjoying my time with it as someone who's finally able to play amongst people. Like, it's a very, very good feeling, I gotta say, and I'm very glad to be here.
Local fighting games stay undefeated.
Undefeated, bro. I don't know what people be on, man, but undefeated local fighting games, very, very good to have.
Yeah, but when you're talking about Under Night players, Unity 2 players, I'm actually kind of interested to see if we're going to be seeing more Unity 2 players on the stream because I saw Papa Pesto in the block after ours.
Yes. And
I also saw Twang in our pool. So I don't know if we're going to see him on stream or not, but
SBOs
I think that'll be really fun.
Too.
Yeah, SBOs as well. Yep. So a lot of multi-game talent here.
Yeah.
And Twang and Papa Pesto, some of the best at their game. So I'm really excited to see what they have to offer here in XRD.
I am definitely happy to see that they are on this game as well. Unity 2, completely different game entirely. And are we touching buttons?
I think we are, yeah.
Okay.
No way Novak is playing Raven.
I was looking at them like, I don't think I remember them from playing. Okay, that's Ghost Bear.
Ghost Bear, okay. I was about to say it, and I'm like, no way we're playing Raven.
I also auto-died going with Elfelt instead of being on pot. They were playing pot, then went to Answer, then went to Elfelt.
He doesn't play pot.
He doesn't play pot.
He plays Elfelt.
He plays Elfelt. So he lied to me the whole time.
See, if he was playing pot, he'd play pot. His name would be Potodidact.
Oh, you know what? Fair enough. Well, we got Elfelt Didact on our screen. Eldai going up against Raven here. Raven, one of those characters, kind of tricky, has an invincible dash, of course, not to mention the likes of Flight and balls when they get started.
Yeah, these are both characters that will absolutely destroy you once they get started. You know Elfelt for her famous shotgun corner pressure, and Ghost Bear has the Raven that absolutely locks people down, both in mid-screen and in the corner as well, especially with that fight. The YRC needle is going to be very important to play neutral with, but if you're Elfelt, you don't really have a weakness.
No, you don't. You just have guns, and you can go in all the time. Her buttons reach really far as well, but right now, Otto not able to show none of that, but there's a YRC finally getting some start there. There's the Bridal Express knockdown.
Yeah, while Raven is great, Raven certainly has a weakness, and that is being in the corner. So you can see that Ghost Bear, by every means possible, is trying to get out of the corner. Because that air dash goes down so low, you're not able to get out very easily. But now we're setting up the orb to make sure that Autodidact cannot get out easily, but a great FD is pushing Ghost Bear a little bit further out.
Nice. Finally at the wall right here. Autodidact trying to fight back and lower on the life. Ghostbear's doing a wonderful job. Not staying in that corner for too long, but this could all change right now. Got the Pine Berry out, letting it cook a little bit. There's a 6H, and just like that, Autodidact takes the first round over Ghostbear convincingly.
Yeah, perfect trade going to Autodidact's favor. But now we're going into the second round. Ghostbear getting that burst back, and we're getting a huge command grab. This is big because we saw that in that previous round. Ghostbear was not really able to get too much of that masochism meter. But when you build that up, you're going to be buffing the damage and the properties of your specials and your normals.
Ooh, using the Bloodlust to just try and be able to stay alive there for just a little longer, and also eating a hit. That's very good for Raven too, because it's building up more and more, and when they pop the super off, whenever they get the time to, it's going to cause big damage.
Absolutely, but you got to make sure that you can get to that point, and right now Autodidact is just zipping around the screen, trying to go for a risky anti-air command grab. That's not going to work out in his favor. The 2-on-4K stands hold to try and bait out a move from Autodidact. Not going to work, but there's the command grab getting mixed in, but we're not at full masochism meter, so we can't combo off of him. We don't have any meter on hand as well, but we will be getting that second low hit with the 2D that will catch Autodidact.
Nice job from Ghostbear staying in this one way or another. And we're only on the third round, by the way. This is not over just yet. This is not no first game. No, this is still third round. First game as well. All right, jumping around. Try to go in with the falling knee, but it's not going to work out right there. Autodidact just a little too prepared for Ghostbear's tricks and tactics. Going to push us all the way to the corner, and now we're getting that L-felt scary pressure right now with shotguns.
Setting up the Pine Berry, trying to go for the overhead, but the Blitz Shield from Ghostbear perfectly timed. Sets up the command grab into the orb. Now you got to hold this pressure, but getting pushed out. YRC Needle.
All those IBs are so good. Nice. I like the YRC there, trying to catch Ghostbear's option.
The 6P, the Gold Burst, refilling that meter. Ghostbear knows he only has one more chance. The overhead going to connect with Autodidact. We're going to be getting a lot of damage because we're going to be extending the combo with that meter spend.
And we're still spinning to some meter. There's another bit spin right there. Mixing them up left and right with the flights. Jesus Christ. Ghostbear's on a tear right now.
Oh, and I love that 2H, the orb covering the air escape, and then the 2H low
just
keeping him locked down.
It was a good call because you couldn't do anything in that moment. You just had to block it out.
Mm-hmm.
And if you did respect the 2H, well, guess what? You're giving me more time to go in again. And
now
now we're seeing Autodidact.
Got the Potemkin. Is this the answer to the Raven? That is the question. Raven is kind of putting himself in your face a lot of the time. So we'll see how this switch is going to be working in Autodidact's favor.
And pause buttons do reach pretty far. Not just, like, literally whole screen. The whole credit card swipe with, like, Safar H. Mega Fist right there, of course. But this may be a little bit rough, too, because you're also giving Ghostbear a lot to work with, and they can still do their swipe to just stay away and still play at these ranges with you.
Yeah, it's also tough, too, because you're a big body. So the orb is going to be way more effective, and you don't have to worry about that micro spacing.
Yep. Oh, bonk. Stay out of my
air
sky.
Throw. Playing whack-a-mole, tries to go for a throw, but Ghostbear going to knock him down with the JD into the Needle YRC. Escape. I love the Needle right there as well. And the Needle's going to be so good against Potemkin as well because Potemkin already has limited movement, but that Needle's going to make him even slower.
Yep, and that's very good for Ghostbear because they can continue
that's
their
an
pressure.
Unfortunate
That's so sad to see. Tried the backdash right there to stay alive just a little bit longer. There's a hammer fall, though. Yep, locking her down this time. No vacuum 2S. This does not plus R, but there's the butt slam.
The burst comes out. We're looking pretty even right now. We have a lot of health that we have to chew through. The 2H going to keep this combo going into the flight. Good combo rating coming in from Ghostbear.
And if I were Autodidact right now, I would be wondering, okay, maybe the pot choice was it, but I should have been playing pot from the beginning. As a matter of fact, maybe it would have been helped more. Could have had more download time. Jumping around. Good IB on the Needle, but you got him thrown instead, my friend.
Yeah, that was a pretty free throw coming in for Ghostbear, but that was also a pretty free flick for Autodidact to avoid that Needle.
Right. Once
Being
again,
very
Ghostbear
close to
going
full
in.
masochism. I think we're getting full masochism off this one now. Yeah, yes, we will. And now that command grab is going to be even scarier if Ghostbear is able to make that hit. 2 and 4K in his face. That is very risky.
I wish you would jump away from me. Get out of my face, man. Heat knuckle. Yep, funny move. ICPBM. Just wants to test it out a little bit longer. Yep, try to jump away from him again. Heat knuckle once again, catching you lacking, my friend. In the corner right now. Not Ghostbear's favorite spot.
We're going to use it. Autodidact in the middle of a slide head attempt.
That made perfect sense to go for it there. Glad he was able to catch that slam to the floor on time as well, right? If they didn't catch that, that would have led to a very worse situation for them.
Yeah. And honestly, right there, I think Ghostbear was very happy once he saw that Potemkin swap. Because for all the reasons we said before, Raven slows him down even more, getting past those projectiles a lot harder. And Raven also has like some pretty respectable movement as well that makes it hard for Potemkin to try and catch and swat down. So really good play coming in from Ghost Bear. I mean, he did make 3rd place, I believe, last year. So still on a pretty,
we can always just go check the memorabilia all the way on the right side of the venue here. So we can definitely just go back and look. But Ghost Bear, no slouch, no stranger to the game, as I like to say. Very, very confident, strong player. Always has been for as long as I've seen him around, which is pretty early. But I've heard the stories, and let me say, that guy's cooking. I don't know what he got in the kitchen, but he's cooking.
Yeah, but honestly, I also really like the adaptations that Autodidact made, especially as Elfo, I feel. Because in that Raven match, I feel like we're going pretty toe-to-toe. And what I really liked was like the usage of 6P to call out those jumps, because we jump so often as Raven, trying to go for those projectiles or trying to get out of being locked down by 214K. And what I really liked was that instead of going for a throw like you normally would against 214K, we went for a 6P because he was going to try and jump and get out of the way. So using that 6P covered multiple angles, especially also using the J2K, 6P that, and we got so much mileage out of that.
Elfo, like I said, Elfo's knows reach pretty far and also pretty high, because that 6P is pretty damn good. I'm not even going to lie. That 6P has caught me in times where I'm like, I did not think that would reach right there. Hey, pop the bottle, champagne, corks, baby.
But we got him. We got him on stream. We got Novak on the stream, and I believe that's going to be Trumpet again.
Yes. Milia Rage versus Chip
versus Milia. Very high pace.
Yeah.
Very fast pace.
I'm wondering, okay, so this is going to be a matter of who gets the knockdown and who's going to keep it forever. Who's going to keep you trapped in the corner?
That's true, but how are you going to keep them in the corner?
Chip, especially with him. You got a whole triple jump. It's going to be rough.
And we also got options like Alpha Blade for cross-ups as well. So we'll see what tools Novak chooses to use. This is still going to be pretty tough either way for both these players, trying to knock him down. But Novak sending out the clone, catching Trumpet. Not going to get a full combo off it, though. But we're looking pretty even in terms of that health differential.
Ooh, left, right, high, lows once again coming through. Trumpet's got the corner already, trying to lock it down with the likes of that disc, and does so perfectly fine. But again, Milia doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so you still got another couple chances. But there's the blitz, and baiting out a blitz of their own to get just a few hits on counter hit.
Novak trying his best, but Trumpet keeping Novak locked down in the corner. Yeah, no, that's just going in Milia's favor. Yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is hard for Chip to get out of there because Milia was just locking him down.
Even if you do have a DP, Milia can still just keep rushing you down. There's the bad moon right there, for example. But DP, as I mentioned earlier, finally coming to the play. Nice. Novak, I like that they just decided to run all the way in. No fear at all. You got to have no fear when you're fighting Milia. Because what else can this character do aside like getting a knockdown and just making you a guess for your life?
Okay, but now it's Novak's game to play, and Trumpet does not know which way to block.
Ooh, and it's kind of hard to figure out which way to block. There's a record goes for the overhead version, but good punish. Trumpet there.
Risky into the throw. We're going to be able to set up the disc now. Blocks the DP, knowing it was coming. Novak spending the burst. Knowing he really wants to take this round right here, right now.
Ooh, and
not enough. Oh, but the 2P will finish the job.
Good job from Novak, capitalizing right there on that JK no less. That was really, really good. Could have killed that too, but probably wasn't ready for it.
It'd be so hard to catch some of these characters once they're in the air, so being able to catch them and then immediately root into your combo is really good.
And that wall cling has been helping out Novak a lot in certain situations, especially at the corner, because they could just fly all the way out. I was like, I don't have to interact with you, not in the slightest bit.
Command grab attempt, Trumpet jumping out, but Novak keeping Trumpet locked down. And now there's the chip pressure into the command grab.
Oh my God.
Which way do you block, man? I'm not blocking any of this. But that 5D is surely going to go unblocked as Trumpet moves out of the way and is going to set up that bad moon overhead into the disc, and Novak going to get hit.
Try to teleport out of that corner as well, but guess what? They got burst. They got bait, unfortunately, but there's a DPRC, and this should be a dead Milia, right? Yes, indeed.
What the hell?
That was, yeah.
I don't know if that, like, we intended for the burst to do that, but it ended up being like such a weirdly insane burst.
I can imagine Novak is like, I didn't think that was going to happen, but you know what? We take those.
Like, my heart dropped a little when I saw that burst whiff, but then I saw Trumpet in the middle of disc, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I think we're good.
I guess it works out in the end. All right, already getting the burst early. Should work out for Trumpet because, again, Novak wants to get in your face and get something started. You also don't want to deal with chip mix, just like you don't want to deal with Milia mix. 6K.
Does the command grab, but still gets air thrown in the process, and now we're setting up that invisibility, but that's going to immediately go away as Trumpet finds a hit. Goes for the command grab again, but Trumpet is on top of avoiding all these, jumping out with the JH2 that time, trying to avoid any air chase.
And not falling for the roll as well either, right? Milia's roll can lead into a situation where you get caught by the 5D, just like that right there, or you should get feinted out and just go for a throw instead. Bad move's going to put Chip into the corner right here. Novak got to guess for it like just a little bit longer. Nice
cross
teleport.
up, overhead, and that's going to be finishing the job there. Novak on set point.
So far, so good. Novak's got to take one more round to move on today in our bracket here of 51 people.
What a big hit.
Combo.
Massive counter is starting us off, and oh, that's so massive too, taking that burst away from Trumpet, setting up the shurikens to keep the airspace locked down. Novak moving around the screen here with these outplays and these teleports, and Trumpet unable to catch Novak, and now stuck in the corner. Responds with that 5S into the heavy slash, but not going to work out. Novak keeping Trumpet locked down. Command grab coming in.
It's like watching two Nashes fly across the screen having a whole battle with each other. Just like Dragon Ball Z on steroids, if I wanted to say. Which is different characters. Nice JP, but not enough. Able to escape the corner just a little bit longer there. Trumpet once again getting that 5D confirmed to go all the way into the corner with the bad move. Damage being applied. Lush Shaker knocked down. There's a dish. Got to guess a little bit more, but the dead angle coming through. Thankfully, Novak's got to keep their tournament life alive right now.
That was really good, and Novak still holding on to that burst. YRC in neutral here, using it as a pause button, trying to catch Trumpet, and what an air throw!
What an air throw. I gotta say, Novak timed it just right to get that air throw. You know how hard it is to land a throw in the air unless you time it just right? It usually works when you're in the corner, right? If someone's trying to escape the corner, you can just jump high, very high, however high you would need to be to match their height, and just throw them and just be like, hey, you're not leaving this corner. Still hold my minutes.
But I would say it's a little bit easier for Chip just because he can kind of just teleport to your location. But still, the amount of air throws that Novak got was certainly impressive.
Yes. It gave them a lot more momentum to work with. And I'm sure Novak was like, oh, I'm on my point with these air throws right now. I'm good. Got a lot of confidence on their shoulder and a lot of momentum, and they're moving further in the bracket. So they're going to be doing pretty good for the most part. And I can't wait to see how they play later on today in these brackets, because this is a pretty, like we mentioned, it's a pretty killer pools that we got.
Yeah, absolutely stacked. And I feel like that's the case for a lot of the games that we see here. I know Blaze Blue was the same way. Soul Calibur was the same way. Yep. Tekken. I mean, all these big games, and I feel like we sound like a bit of a broken record every single time. We're like, oh man, these are killer pools, these are strong players.
But I mean, it is.
I mean, yeah, exactly. We've got to emphasize that, because especially when you have a pool as concentrated like this, like for example, let's take Evo for example. Like, such a big tournament, so many strong players, but also there's like a wider pool of weaker players, so to speak.
You never know who you're going to go up against all the time. You're never sure what skill level it is. You may have seen this name somewhere while the other person hasn't seen that name before,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. But when you're like playing with these kind of brackets, you know that if you win one, you're going to play against someone who's probably going to kick you in, kick you through the door.
There's a demon. There's a bracket demon running around here somewhere. Not too sure where, but you will be seeing them pretty soon.
Hey, we got a bracket demon right here on the stream right now. We got Akai. We talked about Akai a lot already. Akai, one of the strongest players, honestly, in general, for XRD.
The only Jam player that I can think of who is consistently playing Jam and giving people a hard time, but Isaac J.
Highway Milkshake.
Okay.
Let's not. Yeah, no disrespect to Highway Milkshake's name.
I will not put disrespect. It's just now that you bring the name up, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that name now. So shout outs to Highway Milkshake, because, buddy, I now know you are now 2 Jam players. I know there's now 2 Jam players. Words, I will never find them. But either way, we're finding ourselves in the match right now. Isaac J on the May, going up against Akai with the Jam, Corrado Berry.
Yeah, Isaac J, pretty solid May, but of course, Akai, one of the best jams in NA.
Right.
So we'll see what he has in store to try and beat the anchor in the sea life that Isaac J is going to be tossing out here in neutral. Sets up those Dolphins as well. The applause for the victim, keeping Akai at bay. And so far, we've been hyping up Akai so much, but Akai has yet to be able to play the game.
This is all part of the strategy. I'm going to get the plot armor real soon. I'm going to lock in, and we're going to get caught. Just like that right there with the Geki. So far, so good. Akai is able to stay alive, but it's not going to be a little bit longer. A few more hits, and they could be done for just in a few moments. Try to go for a dive kick right there, but Isaac just too ready for it. A nice job getting it confirmed.
We ain't blocking. Isaac J taking the first round.
And Isaac is also a multi-game player as well. Also played like the Uni 2, Soul Calibur, and many other fighting games. So he's got a lot to work with for the most part. He's got a lot of fundamental knowledge, and playing a charge character like Mei, who also has pretty good setups as well, is going to be a lot to deal with.
Oh yeah, this is certainly going to be a pretty uphill battle as well. Isaac J, very strong player. Oh, the air stall coming in. That's not really going to work out though. That kind of just gave Akai more time to think about what we're doing here. And it looks like Akai knows exactly the combo they want to do, but drops the combo at the very end, but cleaning it up. That's going to be a strong round to equalize our round counts in game number 1.
And I love watching Akai combos, dude. Akai combos are super nice, especially because it's jam, because she's doing so much sliding across the screen. It gets you really hyped. Good burst right there. Didn't want to deal with any main mix in the corner right now. Akai fighting back right now. Good job. Oh, the YRC to block on time. I like that from Isaac J, but it still wasn't enough. Baiting the burst out. That's not looking good right now for our hero here.
Oh my god, that red light. The health bar is blood red straight into the super for the plus frames into the overhead. Isaac J not blocking high. We have 50 meters. I think we can kill.
Yes, we are. Puffball after puffball, and Akai is going to take that first game super duper convincingly into what seemed like it was an Isaac J dominant round. Game almost for a second there.
Absolutely. Akai shows that they're consistent for a reason.
Yep.
And now we're going to go into game number 2. Let's see how things change. Try to go for the vertical dolphin, but Akai gained that whip punish.
Keeping that range at the moment. Isaac J trying to figure out how do I go in on May, or how do I go in on Jam right now, as a matter of fact. He's got the idea, trying to go in, but again, going in on Jam, you get caught by one button, it becomes a whole different mess. There's the 5K once again coming through. Gonna push us all the way to the corner after we get a little bit of stocks up. Whoa! I might have gotten hit there for just a tad bit, but thankfully Isaac is still in this. One more mix can do it here.
It's blocked, tries to go for the 3K, but Akai catching Isaac J on the escape.
Nicely done. Isaac J's got to figure out what to do now, because Akai, like you mentioned, one of the best players in NA, one of the best jams around, next to Highway Milkshake here.
Now solid counter here, punishing the dolphin attempt. Setting up the beach ball. That's going to be a... Oh, I was about to say solid confirm if Isaac J was able to get that hard knockdown, but Akai going to get that air throw and hard knockdown instead, building up the car. We're at a max right now. And we're going to be catching out pretty soon, I feel. Burst comes out from Isaac J at an opportune moment as we set up the Dolphin to keep Akai zoned out a little bit longer. The charge 6H on the other side, but the trade was not in Isaac's favor. Akai spending the meter on the super, but it looks like it whiffed.
Look at Isaac. It was also like, what the heck just happened? You know, I love this game, man. This game is so funny. But Isaac with the knockdown right now has got one more chance to survive here, and that was not the right call. You know what? Even Akai was like, I thought it was going to happen. I was looking for it.
I would be shook, too.
But Isaac's patience is also extremely good as well, so you will not be seeing them throwing out any like crazy attempts for like buttons of the sort. So Akai, wrong decision making right there, but it is what it is. They're going to still keep this lead here as momentum is still on their side with Isaac. The health deficit is just super duper massive right here.
Yeah, Kai's like, I'm just going to clean this up now. That's a small mistake on my part, but I'm going to prove that I can win this one just as easily. The burst fade. Akai tapping into the neural network here and going to be reading Isaac like a book. Finally landing the super. No whiffs this time as Akai moves on through the winner's side.
And finally, Jam can pay for her restaurant after winning this match, and hopefully she wins the tournament. She can pay for the entirety of that damn restaurant, too. If it stops getting destroyed, of course.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
We know XRD doesn't really have money in it. We play it for the love of the game, right?
We do.
You know, it's the, do you have any money? No, we got hype moments in Aura.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
We're just Aura farming right now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all Jen. She just needs to Aura farm.
Yeah, no, but good stuff to Akai. As he's going to be moving on through the bracket, of course.
Yes, indeed.
And continue to be continue to prove to be that big late game bracket defining threat.
Also, one of the stronger, how do I word this properly? Words, I got to find them. That match was so good, I'm losing all of my words at the time here. But either way, Akai is going to be moving further, like you said, and still showcasing why that jam is still, why they are the best jam, at least in Texas, right? In this state. Where
I think he's got that locked down.
Got that locked down, but some people don't know. They come out to Texas and they're probably like, man, I'm about to clean up, I'm about to run house, I'm about to take everybody's titles. Nah, man, not me. I'm taking you down first. You didn't come here to my stomping grounds for no reason. You came here for a match. I'm giving you one, and that's exactly what you came here for.
We're honestly pretty blessed, I would say, to have such a strong Texas scene here for XRD. And there's not really a lot of places that can say that. I know, like, Chicago is a great example. Like, that is probably the heart of Guilty Gear in the States.
NorCal FGC is always going strong,
California. But Texas certainly can't sleep on them, especially now that we have KDAC coming back up.
Yes, and you see Novak right there waving their hands on the camera. Got the likes of them right there. Also, Kid, opponent who also just came up on the screen here, and it looks like we're going to be getting a Leo mirror, no less. Oh, boy. So this is going to be unique because Leo kind of negates Leo in a way, in the sense that both players want to do the same exact thing. But with a name like Gapper Man, I want to see some gap happen. But it's also Cade, who's already on defense with the likes of 5H. Goes for a knockdown.
Come on now. Leo both has a strong offense and a strong defense.
Yes.
So I feel like even if you're put on the defensive against Leo, you're still going to be having a pretty decent time. Especially when you play the character, you kind of know what they're trying to look for.
Right. There's a knockdown.
Right now, I know KDAC is looking for a round win right now, wanting to clean it up, spending the H Fireball, and the S Fireball will be completely eaten. Oh, but what a burst coming from Gapperman. I'm not too sure about that because we want to make sure that we last long enough in this round to where we get enough of that burst back later. Dead angle attempt, but no punish from KDAC. Wow! Into the reset immediately to the other side, and KDAC pushed into the corner. Oh, we know we're going to take him out.
Nice flashing from Cade, just staying a little bit patient right there, and that worked out for their benefit as well. Gonna get the knockdown right here, restand, and what's the mix gonna be? DP from Gapperman trying to escape. Was that the right call to go for? You're letting Cade live, and that's right there is why you shouldn't let her live.
Yeah, I like that, going for the 2P.
I also like that Cade stayed patient to just see whenever Gapperman did an option in the air. It was going to be JD, of course, to just come right back down. Didn't want to go for a parry attempt just in case they mistimed it. But either way, that's data because the moment you do it again, she's going to be ready to parry for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, I love these 2Ps that Cade is representing because Gapperman really loves to go for these cross-ups, and they're becoming a little bit predictable on the side of Cade. Right. So Cade is starting to call them out a lot more often and swing that tempo in her favor.
And going for a 236H like that a lot of the times, you can still throw Leo out of that 236H. So trying to use it a lot is one good thing, but it's also like a mixed bag as well. It can work and it sometimes can't work. But
that is a massive connection into the super. That is dead.
Face the burst?
Yeah. I was like, that's dead unless you burst, but that burst is going to be baited, especially when you're at that low life. It becomes a little predictable.
Especially in the Leo mirror too. Cade, getting a sigh of relief right there. It's like, okay. Turn up the heat just a little bit more. Nice. Far slash starting us off. Choosing not to finish the whole string right there, and I get why. You finish the whole string, it could have left you in a bad situation, or you could have had to potentially throw them out. And 236, that's just a little bit more safer and a little bit more reliable because you're not committing too hard.
Honestly, right now, we're seeing a lot of respect for each other's defensive options.
Yes.
Especially Cade. Cade is just running up, blocking, waiting for a DP, waiting for a burst. And Gapperman is not giving Cade any of it, but when you're not giving Cade any of that, Cade can just keep that pressure going if we're not going to start pressing buttons to take our turn back.
Gapperman trying to go for the parry right there, thinking that something was going to happen, something maybe to allow that parry to come out, but nah, not right there.
Gapperman thinking he's the hero of the story, but are you the main character, or is Cade going to take you down? That's the slash without the power of your friends behind you. Exactly. Gapperman is going to be going down around as Cade is on a set point. Both players without any burst, though, so that won't be a factor for the majority of this upcoming round.
Two Leos are back turn. What do you do?
Yeah, do you press a button? Do you hope that they don't parry? Looks like Gapperman will be getting the early knockdown from that back turn stance, but back in normal stance is not able to keep that pressure down as long as possible. And now we're going to go for the cross-up. Fireball keeping him locked down.
Another knockdown for Gapperman right there, but Gapperman once again able to get another beautiful counter hit, set up the heavy boom, but the blitz comes through, and Cade, beautiful confirms off of the small blitz right there, goes for the shins, taps. Yep, once again got to play her game a little bit, and beautiful on counter hit, 236H out of back turn, but couldn't make the burst on time. And now you just watch the Cade's like, I want you to do something. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it so bad. That was not the choice, though. Not dead, thankfully alive.
Yeah, there's no point you could have burst that unless you spent that meter. Oh.
You know what? I got A. That was kind of nice.
It was.
That was really nice. Off of the boom, no less. Like, dude. I'll say this. Every time I watch Cade's Leo, in certain moments, they'll land confirms like that and still manage to either get a kill or get a good knockdown. I'm like, how are you just able to get away with this?
Yeah.
What did you just do right there? It's like, and then she'll explain it to you, of course, but it only works in their favor, usually in their favor. But that was still very good adjustments on that combo right there to get the kill, no less. So shout out to Cade, always as per usual. Love her to death. She's a wonderful person, wonderful TO, and wonderful Leo player.
Absolutely. And then Cade, second game up, still looking strong. I believe going to be advancing closer and closer to that winners finals.
Closer and closer to the winners finals.
I'm not sure where we are in the bracket right now, but I want to assume we're towards like winners semis, winners finals territory at this point.
Yeah, about that much. We had a couple matches come up too.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we weren't at that point already. I mean, with amounts of like 51 players, and then we got the other 2 pools to run after this as well, right? So we're not done with XR just yet, because it is also a top 8 spot on Sunday, because it reached enough entrants. So this is going to be really fun to watch. I know I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm really liking about Texas Showdown this year is all the Sunday top 8s.
Yeah.
I know I saw like
Street Fighter 4 was on there too, right?
Yeah, Street Fighter 4 is on there, XRD's on there. I saw Blaze Blue Central Fiction's on there. It's actually kind of crazy that instead, because previous years it was always like, oh yeah, it's a Saturday top 8 or whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh yeah, we're going to play our pools on Friday, and then now you're going to get the special Sunday top 8 treatment, and that's going to be pretty hype. I don't know if y'all were here in the crowd during that Central Fiction pool block, or those two Central Fiction pool blocks, but man, they were going insane.
I should have been there for it. I mean, I have a love for Blaze Blue. I just not played it in so long. That's all I can really say about that. That game is pretty tight. Don't get me wrong.
Absolutely. And you know what else is pretty tight? XRD is pretty tight.
Exactly.
As we get into this next set, as we get our next players up on the stage, and Cade is immediately back. Man, they must really like Cade.
I mean, hey, Cade is cool. What can I say? But Raven-Leo matchup is not cool.
I think this is winners finals. I think this is to get out of pools.
Well,
there's no way Ghost Bear into Cade is not a winners finals match.
This is a stacked bracket, killer bracket. We got the likes of so many strong players out here. Ghost Bear taking off the hat as well, knowing they got to lock in for this one at Texas Showdown 2025 right now. They're just testing the buttons on making sure everything is good, because these players are going to give us a hell of a time and a heaven or hell match for damn sure. So I'm looking forward to this, because this matchup is not very Leo favored or flavored, as a matter of fact, because this more benefits Raven. Raven can lock down Leo with the likes of Needle, make them move slower when they already have a step dash, which kind of already hinders a little bit of their movement. And Cade wants to move around a lot in this matchup, so she cannot give Ghost Bear a singular chance to work with, because Ghost Bear has orb, swipes, knockdown, as well as spacing and flight. Like, just able to fly it super duper low to the ground.
And we talked about before about that flash kick being such a potent defensive option for Leo, but that's not really going to be that big of a factor, because Raven can cover that option so easily, because we can block it if we try to go for overheads with our flight mix, and we can cover it if we try to go for the orb mix as well. So trying to go for those DP attempts is going to be pretty tough, but also playing that defense as Raven can also be just as difficult. That's always going to be the thorn in his side, is playing defense against these potent offensive characters.
And already Ghost Bear on the prowl, keeping Cade at this corner right now, trying to catch her, and does so with the aerial command grab. Caught your jump, and now don't do it again. Or once you said, locking us in this corner right here with Raven Scene playing. I love Suki Snow. She's high.
Yeah, see how far he gets pushed back during his pressure? That just completely makes those DPs whiff. And now we're going to go for the double overhead with the double flight. And Kadak holding down back, trying to stay alive, but going to get opened up by the throw. Ghost Bear can't kill just yet. Going for another air command grab. Not going to work out. Kadak not biting. And now Kadak tossing Ghost Bear into this back turn pressure. Are you able to block it all? Yes, we will. Getting out of that pressure into the JD to keep Ghost Bear away.
But you push yourself to the corner right now, and that's not looking good too far, because the moment you let Ghost Bear work, but Cade's not going to let that happen. Able to cross size once again. Does so with the likes of 236H. Trying to catch her lack in at some point, but beautiful back to the head. Base the burst as well. Nice job. Get your knockdown.
And suddenly that's a huge momentum shift going in Cade's favor. That's dead.
Ghost Bear not watching her toesies enough, and manages to confirm. Beautifully done from Kadak herself. Got one ground up.
Insane patience from Cade. And the moment Cade was able to get their pressure started, Ghost Bear was written in the books.
I like the flash kick on that command right there. Able to just reach. And even if it wasn't a whole confirm, it was just one hit. Enough to not get caught by it. 6H counter hit, but didn't have enough to confirm into it. It's all right. Flash kick, heavy boom now set up.
That's a massive trade.
And Cade's looking really comfortable right now, but I know she is dreading this matchup every step of the way. Out of the corner right now, not where they want to be. Ooh, good confirm.
Ooh, but Ghost Bear falling out.
Barely.
Great parry into the Blade Shield. Burst from K-Deck. Does not want to deal with that.
I get it, too. Who wants to do a Raven in front of your face like that?
There it is. The teleport dash. Going straight to the fireball. That's not something we talked about much, but it's going to be playing a very big factor if we try to use those fireballs as a bit of zoning to keep Raven at base. That's the orb. Now you got to worry. What's he going to do? He's going to go for the air command grab to push the flash kick. This is huge because we have the full masochism to combo off it.
And K with no meter right now. Both players with no meter working up on 25%. It's going to be Ghostbear who has that meter. And now the gold burst. It has a bunch of meter to work with, but didn't get to use it because they got the kill and the round. With that being said, we are now on round 3.
Yeah, but we spent that burst to go for that gold burst. And while it did win Ghostbear that round, we're going to be pretty tough in the second round if we're not able to keep this pressure going for as long as possible.
The manual for fighting Raven right now is go all in. Don't stop. Let me not do anything to you. The masochism is coming through once again to keep Ghostbear alive and getting their health back as well. So Raven is not dead just yet. Not out for the count.
Need a wire C. Cade having to hold all of it, but there's the command grab coming in. Look at that damage. The burst from Cade cannot take another setup. Orb in the way. 2H to catch Cade trying to approach behind it. Ghostbear with such a huge lead, but we've seen this lead disappear before, and this might be the start of something big. Cade trying to make this comeback. We have the meter for super. We're not going to spend it just yet, but if we find one more hit, that is dead.
Could have been the hit right there, but based on the dead angle.
Still alive. Cade not able to get the full confirm, but we will off of that as Ghostbear tries to escape the corner.
That is what I'm talking about. Let's go, Cade. But you got to give it up to Ghostbear as well. Doing a wonderful job on defense, fighting Leo, and still trying to manage to keep Cade on their toes at every given moment. So you cannot count out Ghostbear just yet. Both of these players, like we mentioned, Texas scene, super duper strong. Ghostbear with the Mortal Time activation.
Danger time!
Trying to beat the burst, and now you got a bunch of meter to work with as well.
Full meter wire C, pausing the game. The JS going to connect.
This is going to hurt, and Mortal Time is also over with. Ghostbear bleeding out badly. You got to stop the bleeding at some point. What a reset.
Combo into combo. What's it going to be? Double cross up.
And you're stunned.
Oh, and that is going to be it. Cade with a dominant first round due in no part to that danger time right there.
I get it. I mean, that worked out very well. That had to have been the luck of the gods right there. Luck of the draw, no less.
Race stand.
Got to set up the heavy boom. No, burst. Ghostbear doesn't want to do with any of it. And I get it. But the with DP, not too sure if that's what they wanted. But either way, we're still fine. Going in all the way through. Good knockdown so far. There's a DP once again coming out. Good confirm from K with the likes of 6H. Going to carry us all the way to the mid-screen. Closer and closer to that corner for Ghostbear to hold another mix. Got to get the guard crush active right there.
Son JD, that's big. We got, that's even bigger. Getting the command grab, building up that masochism meter. Trying to bake something out, but Cade reaching with the full length of the 2P. Wire C in the air, gets caught. Cade spending the super, and that is enough. Cade with a 2-0 makes it to winner's side top 8.
That is what I'm talking about. Cade, beautiful confirm. And I like that they stay patient there to catch Ghostbear jumping. And with the back turn P, because that is a very, very active button on Leo. In back turn, no less. And cancelable. That was good. That was superly good.
Yeah, absolutely. Really patient play coming in from Cade there. Normally as Leo, you want to be like, constantly pressing the gas pedal, but you got to hold it back when you're playing against a character like Raven, fighting for those opportune moments to land something like a simple 2P confirm, getting a knockdown, and then you can finally get the party started as you get into back turn stance. So really well played to Cade, but also really well played to Ghostbear. I knew Ghostbear was feeling those dopamine hits every single time he hit those air command grabs.
The serotonin just activated. I was like, ooh, I got it again.
You play Leo, I play Raven.
Oh my God. So yeah, we both know how this feels.
Yeah, exactly. Like I see Ghostbear land one of those command grabs and like, man, it feels so good.
I know.
It feels so good.
Yeah, I get the same feeling whenever I land a counter hit back turn. That's really, I'm like, ooh, I'm so glad. I'm about to kill you for this one.
Yeah, exactly. Man. You hit like a single air command grab and you're like, wow, I'm nice.
I'm kind of nice with it though.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I keep thinking about, okay, so Leo, whenever we play casuals in our XR server, every now and then when my burst gets baited, he'll post this stupid gif of the dog like waving his fingers like, ooh, you want to burst so bad. And I'm like, why do you stop putting this dog in front of me? You're not getting my burst. He'll get it every time. Like, you're lucky these bursts are working in your favor, man. I'm telling you, because right now what's working in our favor is Novak versus Akai, Chip Zana versus Jam Corrado Berry.
I think this is going to be yet another winners finals match as well. So winner of this one should be moving on to top 8, and so it's going to be very big. We make it to Sunday.
Yep, and being on there on Sunday is one of the best things to have in this universe here. No button checks in sight. Oh, never mind. We are doing the button check right now.
Yeah, Novak got his work cut out for him as he's working with the chip. Jam, lots of damage, can easily make this high volatile character into an even bigger threat to Novak's health.
And I know one thing's for sure and two things for certain. Novak does not want to eat jam damage in the slightest bit. I mean, getting hit at chip in general, do you really want to get hit? Really?
No.
No.
See, and also what's really funny is that's what helps chip players downplay the character.
Oh
they're
my
like,
God. The down players are insane for this character, man.
Yeah, they're like, man, this character, he's not that strong because he dies in a single hit. Well, and I'm just like, well, I don't get to play the game.
I wish somebody would tell me that this character is bad. I will look at them crazy. Well, we got...
I'm sure Novak doesn't believe that because he is playing the character right now, and we're getting straight into the game as Novak is already kind of setting the pace of the match as Chip does, but the puffball counter hit is going to be huge. Novak spending that burst immediately. I think that was a good call.
Nicely done from Novak so far. Able to stay alive just a little bit longer going up against Akai right now, but a beautiful air throw nonetheless was doing that all last match as well. Base the burst as well. Akai, not last chance. Nice parry though. Ooh. I felt that one in my jaw. God.
Oh, and the DP got baited out. That feels bad. Akai with full meter. Ooh. That should be it. Yeah, charge the Blitz Shield for the wall splat, and Akai getting that combo extension.
Get that fairy off my screen. I want to see the match. All right. Akai, good jump confirm. Going to push us closer and closer to the corner, but Novak still active, still able to run around. Teleports around. Novak's trying to figure out where's a good point to go in right now, and that one right there was definitely one. Trying to mix him up with the likes of JH. Yep, another knockdown at the wall here. Beautiful confirm. Teleports in, goes low. And like I said, it's high, low, left, right, strike, throw. Which one is it going to be, bro?
Alpha Blade going to relieve that pressure from Akai, but getting that throw for the knockdown, sending out the clone. Akai going to respect it. Oh, and there's the knockdown with the 2D on Novak, trying to keep that pressure going straight into the super here in mid-screen. That's going to be a good amount of damage as we find that sweet spot. And let's see what that pressure is going to be. The instant overhead. Novak not blocking it, spending that burst, staying alive. Both players not with a lot of meter, but the air throw from Akai will catch Novak and toss him away.
Jesus Christ. Yo, the moment I saw that air throw, I was like, ooh. Ooh. Yeah, you just got to hold that. You weren't ready. It's okay. It's okay. But either way it goes, Akai taking that first game up, whipping the J2K. Not sure if Novak even wanted that right there. Try to go for the clone, risky choice, and Akai just too prepared for it. Not falling for any chip shenanigans, but now we're fighting back, and another air throw. Scoop, Tog, and Daz, get out of my sky.
Sent that wall. Gamer Blade coming out for the DP. Ooh. Getting the knockdown, respecting that wake-up option coming in from Akai.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a little bit risky, but Kai not getting a punish.
It's all right. Akai's going to stay in alive. They got enough time to just watch, pay attention, and download. YRC coming through. And look who has the most meter, by the way. It's not Novak. It's Akai. And they're spending it right now. They just got 50 meter back right now. Could use it off of any button to get a YRC.
Yeah, we have all the resources in the world for Akai. And with that super, Akai is going to place himself onto the set point, sending Novak to that birthday train. And the birthday is immediately trying to set up a card, but Novak not going to let that happen.
Nice confirm. Got the stocks up. All that damage being applied. Chip takes so much damage in just a couple of hits. So Novak is playing this very, very cautiously right now, especially after last game, too, and that last round. I get it. 2D
overhead. You know, Novak has been going for a lot of these empty jump lows, so mixing up with finally going for a regular overhead is going to open up Akai. Also with that command grab as well. Novak spending the super for the shuriken to keep him locked down, and Akai on a pixel of life remaining. That does mean that you're going to have to FD all these special moves so you don't get chipped out.
But this is how comebacks start. Lower on the life bar. Akai can just move around as much as they want. They'll have nothing to lose right here because they got another round to go for. Beautiful blocks. Switch sides. Nice throw.
Just going to be getting a knockdown off this. But the burst from Novak. Perfect timing.
They're just jumping around right now. And there's the 2K catching the one and only Jaya Corrado Berry to take that second round. Make it a third.
I love that awareness from Novak, too. Knowing that, like, burst is not about always hitting the opponent with the burst, but also just being able to get out of that situation afterwards. So just basically avoiding a move is important as well.
And Novak right now, no burst to work with, no burst to work with either for Akai either, right? But I'll say one
Kai's
thing.
trying his best to swat this fly, but Novak is buzzing all around the room. Not going to get swatted until now. Akai going to make him hurt. There's the DP on, as a reversal. Going to catch Akai. There's the trade with the 2Ds.
So far, so good putt ball being plus on block right there. Ooh, good
dead?
confirm.
That's dead.
Yep. It's chip.
With that, Akai is going to be getting a 2-0 victory over Novak and also punching his ticket straight into winner's side top 8.
And you know what's funny? We were hosting Akai was doing a beginner intermediate bracket for the XR players over in the West Side Ballroom, and Novak was also in there trying to get some more games in before he had to play today. It was just like, yo, this guy thinks he's too good to be here. Yo, beat him up, beat him up. Well, they got something. They got to beat him up on stream, so they can laugh about that for a little bit. But shout out to Novak, most definitely. Wonderful chip player, very solid gameplay. And I got to say, I like that match. I like watching both of those two play. This is what we're talking about. That XR gameplay is so hyped to watch, so good to enjoy. And beginners and intermediates and advanced players alike can all just sit down, gather around, and be like, hey, he baited the burst. You're going to die. Wait, that didn't hit? Wait, no.
Yeah.
This game is sick.
Yeah, and dude, as much as I, like, sometimes there's one thing I sometimes just kind of don't like about the game, and that's the guts.
Yeah.
And you know, when I'm playing the game, I don't really like it because I'm like, come on, just die.
Just die.
Your health bar says you have 10% of your life remaining.
Hellfire.
That does not mean 40%. But dude, watching the game with that guts can be so exciting because you're like, is this combo going to kill? Is this combo going to kill? Is he still alive? It's sometimes just so hard to tell, and that's something that I can't really say about a lot of different fighting games. And I think XR does that the best and kind of just keeping that tension high because you never know if a combo is going to kill.
And the stakes get really, really higher too, right? And what I mean by that is when you're lower and lower in life, things become dire. Things become desperate. You start to make these crazy choices. When you have the likes of meter, let's say you have a whole full bar meter, right? YRC comes through. That's 25% of meter on the table. It only does 25%. So the moment you whip a button, you're like, okay, I can save myself and go all the way in. I'm still going to keep going in. XRD is one of those games that will turn up the heat for you as much as possible. You have to stay on your toes. Shout out to the TO Kyle, by the way, walking across the screen there. Love my guy over there. Well, now we have Gapperman and Autodidact coming to the screen because we are now on the loser side of things. Because Autodidact was sent to losers by, I believe, Ghost Bear, too.
Yeah. But we will be swapping to the Alpha for this one, keeping with our mains.
Well, I'm looking forward to see how Gafferman plays this out because you're playing Soul instead of Leo this time. And, I mean, it could be working out better. But either way, you're still fighting Elfel, who's got that Pineberry Cook. What a 6H right there. Oh, okay.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, but you know what? If it works, it works. But, hey, be careful next time because that's not going to work out anymore. Oh, this combo is going to hurt. Oh, my God. The amount of times Auto... And there you go. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. We wanted to see what would happen. I want to see Dragon Assault too. Don't worry.
Hey, you know what? Gapperman is really just trying to put on a show, it seems. Maybe we'll get a Dragon Assault this round. But right now, Autodidact is just in a huge lead. I mean, Gapperman has not been able to play the game at all outside of that one single 6H.
I mean,
and Autodidact going to get that side swap, keeping Gapperman locked in the car. There's the burst made as well.
No.
Can we kill?
Is not looking
yes,
good.
We can.
Man, Autodidact does not care who you are. You will get the same work. Look, the hands are equally left and right. You are getting cooked one way or another. I don't care who it is. I like that about Autodidact. They're going to give you the match that you want for. The gold burst, you know what? The memes are real. Gold bursting round start, the memes are real. Look, Gapperman is trying to gap right now, ladies and gents, and they're still doing a lot of work, but Autodidact with a confirm. Oh, my goodness. Gapperman is just having a fun time. That's what it is right now. Yo, I get it.
Who do you think you are? Gapperman, who do you think you are?
Even Auto is just like, yo, I don't know what this dude is doing, but he is having fun right here. You see, even Gapperman's laughing. It's like, man, this game is fun. One more hit's going to do it here. Pop
There's the Dragon install. Come on, let's make something work.
Come on, make it work. Make it work. Yeah, let me see it happen. Oh, my God.
Yeah, we're gonna get some airtime right there.
Even Auto just got caught laughing right there. I get it. I get it. My man Gap's got nothing to lose right now. I'm here for a good time.
Did we just do Ground Viper round start into Wake Up Ground Viper into Fast Near Auto Didactic stuck in the corner?
And we got Dust Loops too.
Okay, we got a couple straight.
Are you serious? How many times are you gonna pop Dragon? And he gets the command grab in the air. Oh my God!
Dude.
Yo, he's having a good time. Even
Auto Didactic. I don't care how well you're doing. Sign off now. Get off the stage.
Get out.
Get off the stage.
He's popping it off.
Come on now.
Oh no, this can't be real.
Auto Didactic, if you lose, I swear to God.
Oh my goodness. I don't think he's gonna lose. It's just gonna be really, really rough.
Tyrant Rave. Oh, you gotta make sure you get a knockdown here. Post-Dragon stall is gonna be a little bit rough. Okay.
Guys, let me need another Red Bull for this one.
TP. Whiffs. Auto Didactic has a Guard Man stuck in the corner. Okay, what's his round start option going to be? Say it now. Say it now.
Grand Viper. Okay, maybe Grand Viper.
I don't know what that was.
DP. Come on, DP. Don't kill him. Messi.
Oh, gets caught out by the sniper rifle shot on Oki.
That was such. Oh my God, peak.
On sale, $9.89.
Especially after the Arc Rebel Tour just happened as well. Yo, shout out to Kyle for bringing that side. They worked real hard on that. Even got the guy that was dumping his face in Saratoga too on that board. Oh my God, what? Yo, Otto, come on, dog, get off the stage, man. He needs a minute. He needs a minute to cool down. He's like, I don't know what I was just playing.
I need a minute to cool down, man. I'm still like trying to wrap my head around the fact
my guy popped
worked.
He got a round,
perfect with what was it? It was perfect with Gold Burst DI, right?
Yes.
Like Gold Burst, Dragon Install,
Grand
Viper, Grand Viper again.
He even did it raw super mid-screen. It's still gonna go.
No, I don't think that. No. I don't think it was that one. I think that was the one that he just lost. Right?
One round he did it in. That was one round with that super that he won.
Okay.
I think it was one round with that super that he won. Either way, you know what?
It's all blending in my head now. That went by so fast.
Thank you for putting on a show, Gapper Man, but please don't do that next time because that was so insane. I mean, I loved it. Don't get me wrong. It was just, I was not prepared. Well, I was not prepared.
Auto Didactic now is in a pretty dark position in the losers side. We'll be moving on to losers finals for the pools. And so we only have 2 more sets left to watch. So we're going to be seeing Novak come back up on stage to play against James Trombone.
Oh, God.
And honestly, that's really cool. James Trombone, didn't he go into losers like round 1?
Yes, he did.
So
he went up against
making such a huge losers run here, trying to get out into top 8, this will be huge. But he has Novak to face first. And after Novak here, we're going to be watching Ghost Bear versus Auto Didactic later on. So we also have that to look forward to as the run back.
Ooh, nice. And you know, it's going to be a little bit rough. We just saw Trumpet play James Trombone. That was who sent them to lose in the first place. James Trombone is now going up against another speedy character, Chip Zanup, and this is this is not Millia. This is someone that has kunai setups. This is someone who can teleport. This is someone who has some of the best run speed in the game. And Gamma Blade and Clone.
And just really safe neutral. I think that cannot go understated.
Not at all. And that's why we're here, to let y'all know what we're getting into. Because right now, James Trombone got to fight the way from the Hell's Bracket.
Okay, teleport, go.
Oh, we got the good theme playing too. Yo, turn up.
Air combo, knockdown.
I like that James Trombone's already on the vent. Already fighting back right now, trying to get something started there. Throwing out a couple 2S's earlier. Got the knockdown, base the DP.
And also really like these preemptive JHs as well, just being this long, big, active hitbox that's going to be keeping Novak a little bit honest when he's trying to be in the air so often. But also, it can not play in James Trombone's favor all the time either if Novak starts to catch on to when he tries to go for them.
Right. Got the corner now. What a clash. No mortal time in sight. Not just yet. 2Ds whiffing. Had enough time to recover too and block on time. But the 2S whiffing because of YRC on time. And Novak with a nice confirm is going to make sure James Trombone is no longer playing the trombone himself. Going to take that first round. I train back to back.
Novak getting the knockdown with the 2D. Overhead, keeping that pressure going here mid-screen, but use the Alpha Blade to get out. James Trombone finds a big knockdown with the 2D, but unfortunately not able to get that full combo there. Or the full lockdown pressure that I think he was looking for.
But I will say, I like that James Trombone tried to do Fab Near, which is a little bit mistimed. As soon as you get shit locked in the corner, that Fab Near will come through for you. JH once again coming through for James Trombone. And it recovers so quick because you can press another button right after that.
Yeah, and this is what makes Chip's pressure so strong. We saw that the Rekka being so safe on the ground. You just could not challenge it.
What a wonderful combo earlier for James Trombone's going to pet that burst. Nice! I like the YRC right there. But there's a throw.
I like that throw as well. Backs up, avoids the DP. You know that Novak has been respecting that this entire time. And finally, James Trombone will bite. And Novak going to be hitting him with a bullet. That is that throw as Novak closes that first game off. Honestly, pretty clean too.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're at pretty low health there, but as Chip, you're always at low health, so you kind of know what you're working with.
Novak has to run with like 3 seconds ahead of themselves. Like, look, I got to do this right here. The moment you did it right there, I got to position myself right here. I'm going to throw out the shuriken. JH right there, for example. 2D you whip, I'm going to backdash. Throw out the clone. Teleport in. Here we go. I'm going to do it again. Watch, watch, watch. Okay, him out there, teleports it. There's a teleport once again. Gets the knockdown. And here's going to be a pretty big combo with the throw reset, no less, too.
Command grab. Into the low this time. Oh my God, James Trombone not able to keep up.
Let my man breathe. He's got a family to go back to.
You better pull up a table, get yourself a snack because you're in here for the long run. Novak with the 7 golden letters shining on the screen. That's going to be a perfect as Novak's momentum is unstoppable. James Trombone gained that knockdown, but the DP from Novak will be reversing the situation as James Trombone spends that burst early, and now Novak is up in the material advantage.
So far, so good. I like what I'm seeing from Novak, but James Trombone is going to cook up something in a minute there. Want to see a DP at some given point. It might help them out. Right now, James Trombone is beating Chip's speed, but here's the thing. You cannot outspeed Chip. You just got to let them come to you, and you're playing into Chip's hands right now.
We're stuck here in jail, in Chip jail. If you pass go, do not collect 200 because Novak has all of the cash. The DP attempt, but no punish from James Trombone.
And this
down,
could be it
teleport,
right here.
Projectiles being sent out, trying to place this so safe. James Trombone, the pixel of life remaining, and that single final hit as Novak snipes him out of the air is going to be doing the job. Novak, once again, back to back, just like the song says, is going to be getting straight into top 8, just like last year.
Well, Death comes arriving on the midnight train, and the midnight train was Chip Zando's crazy mix-up train. That's what that was right there, my guy. These matches. Lightning fast, really fast pace, very, very enjoyable. We got to see crazy soul gameplay.
Absolutely.
I mean,
and dude, I know we've only been here for like a little less than an hour and a half. First of all, it doesn't really feel like that. But second of all, I wish we could have gone the full 2 hours because this is going to be our final set. And hopefully you all are looking forward to this one because it's going to be Ghost Bear versus Autodidact. We're going to be seeing the run back. And honestly, I'm most interested to see which characters we're going to be starting with because we saw that Autodidact went for the Pot switch later on, and you talked about it before where you didn't really have as much time to adapt as Pot because you used that because you swapped to that character pretty late into that set. So we'll see if he decides to stick to the Pot or if he decides to switch back to the Elfelt. It depends on which one he thinks will work better because he's kind of tested the waters a bit already.
I am curious to see if it's going to be Pot round start as well because I feel like that is who Autodidact, even though they seem very comfortable with Alpha, I know them for Potemkin, and I know that without, well, for one, it's Pot. I think he's more comfortable with Pot to me, but Elfeld is also just one of those characters that has that oppression, right? Has that scary mix, has that offensive on deck. Defensive responsibilities are well, right? Got very long reaching buttons. And when I say defensive responsibilities, I mean Autodidact can kind of escape situations pretty easily. But with the likes of Orb being active, it's a little bit risky.
I don't know about that because like
tell me what.
It's like it's definitely a bit of a character thing. Where it's like if you're playing Elfelt, you're able to get out of Raven pressure pretty easily, but if you're playing Potemkin, man, the odds are stacked up against you.
Yeah, with Pot is going to be a little bit more rougher, but we're seeing Alpha on the screen, and we're going to see Raven as well. So let's see what Autodidact picks us. Again, we're both looking forward to this. We both don't know what we're about to get into. We're just the guys behind the screen just yapping. Either way.
It looks like we did lock into our characters, though, so it looks like we're probably going to be getting the Elfelt against the Raven. And honestly, in my opinion, I think that's the correct choice.
Yes. It's got to be the correct choice. The pod didn't work out last time, so we're going to make this one work out this time. Well, final match. Ladies and gents, don't walk away from the stream, and if you are here in person, sit down in that seat because we're about to lock in for a wonderful treat known as Ghost Bear versus Autodidact. Yes, indeed. Let's rock.
Oh, man, we're already starting off with these multiple trades. trying to set up the Pine Berry, going to get that to land. And we're also going to get the anti-air. Pretty nice. Autodidact getting the knockdown, sending Ghost Bear into the corner.
Nice
Overhead
block.
getting blocked. Shotgun pressure though. Now you got to figure out how you're going to get out of the corner when you're when you're Ghost Bear, when you're Raven. But that double jump will be an attempt. Still stuck in the corner, but now we have a little bit more space to work with. Ghost Bear spending all this meter on the FD, so doesn't have any meter to go for something like a Needle Wire C to fully get himself out as a neutral skip. And now Autodidact is continuing to put this pressure, knowing that Ghost Bear has nothing in the tank, does not have burst, and a single throw will do the job.
I wish you would throw out an orb against me. I got a Pine Berry right there for you, and Autodidact understands that, trying to keep that momentum high as they can right now. Stepping into round number 2 here with a Bridal Express immediately off round start. There's no burst in sight just yet for Ghost Bear. Working up on it, but there's a reversal throw, back throw incident as I like to call it. And now we're going to be seeing Ghost Bear offense heavy, swiping away, keeping ourselves at a very perfectly spaced right there. Command grab jumped over, nicely done from Autodidact. Not going to fall for it like they did before. Orb is set up.
JD going to get the knockdown, try to go for a 5D. Autodidact trying to punish it, but Ghost Bear getting that anti-air. Ghost Bear not getting a full combo off that though. And now Autodidact's going to get the roll pressure here with the shotgun. Going to push him closer and closer to the corner once again. JD continuing to be a thorn in Autodidact's side. It's so hard to deal with too because it reaches from so far and puts Ghost Bear into such a favorable position if it does land.
And now you got a bunch of meter to work with. Ghost Bear's got 50%, can work on another one. There's a
I love that!
Grabbing him out of the sky. Scoop socket, DOS. Don't you dare do it again. There's another orb. There's the 5D once again, and this should be a dead
That's
auto.
so smart. Okay, so Ghost Bear going for the ground and command grab, respecting that Autodidact was going to react to it and then cancel it into the air command grab. Such a smart play from Ghost Bear, and was able to get full Master Quiz meter for the combo afterwards because he did not need any of that meter later on.
So right now we're still in round number 3 here. Autodidact's got a whole little bit more to tell, but this Raven's not dead until you see KO on the screen. Unfortunately, missed the combo right there. Not too sure if that's exactly what they wanted, but there's a throw. We're going to get ourselves a bet situation here. Runs up, goes all the way in. Shotgun stance is active now. Shotgun P runs back in immediately. I like that confidence. Just like you're not getting out this corner, and keeping him trapped in there. Counter hit is going to work out in Autodidact's favor there. Trapping him in place. There's a counter hit confirmed. Ghost Bear's working on a burst right now. Are they going to use it soon?
I don't think we will. It's going to be pretty predictable when it's going to come out. And Autodidact has plenty of meter to bait it out multiple times during that combo. And Autodidact will do exactly that. And man, that is just such a tough position to be in if your Ghost Bear stuck in the corner. It's like Autodidact has that lock and key, and there's nothing Ghost Bear can do.
But now we're seeing a potential character swap to Ramlethal. Okay, so I will say this. Ghost Bear was playing Ramlethal in casuals. I caught wind of that. So I wonder what the decision-making behind that was, because I don't think we see Ramlethal very often in tournament play usually.
No, you don't. There's some players like Solstice and Puddles, but outside of those two, there's not a lot of Ramlethal players because Ramlethal is a very difficult character.
Yeah.
But once you get everything started with Ramlethal with those swords, then Ramlethal can be such an offensive threat. Arguably some of the strongest corner pressure in the game, probably even stronger than shotgun pressure if you can get everything set up correctly.
And not to mention, Ramlethal can just throw out those great swords at any given moment. You do got to hit them to make sure they don't do anything to you. But that's the thing. Are you going to be ready to hit those the moment that she calls them out after she gets her knockdown? But right now, it's Autodidact with the knockdown instead, and getting another one after this beautiful combo as well. But you're dead, so there is no knockdown. Just die.
Already, the Ramlethal pick is not looking in Ghost Bear's favor, but we have one more round to work with as Autodidact is on set point. Daro going to get backdash as Autodidact finds that overhead connection and going to be taking Ghost Bear to the corner. Pine Berry out, keeping Ghost Bear locked down, and this is going to be an even worse position for Ghost Bear to be in. The burst gets baited, not like this. Autodidact working on a perfect, has so much in the resource take. The Pine Berry catching Ghost Bear on the drop down, and with the 7 golden letters flashing on the screen, Autodidact with a very fitting perfect will be perfectly moving his way out of pools and straight into top 8. Now we have half of our top 8 decided.
I believed in the Ramlethal pick, and I was hoping to see something come out to play, but either way it goes, Autodidact was not having it, especially after the matches that they just had to play. They're like, no. I need to confirm my spot now, and I don't care who you're playing. Again, Auto's going to give you all of his best at every given moment.